What's going on, guys? Welcome to Cruising with Kevin. Today I'm going to be selling my favorite car out of my current car collection here. But before we do that, I've got to fix some things on it, including the brakes here. So we're going to work on that today. But like always, guys, help me out with the channel. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, share me around on social media, and help me gain a little momentum here. We're growing the channel pretty decent lately, so I'm going to try to keep it up and see what other projects we can get into. All right, got my son working with me here after waiting for months and months for him to help me because I was procrastinating it. He's going to help me today. He's out of school now, so he's just working full time, so he has a little bit of extra time. He's not doing double duty there, so going to take the tires off this thing, and we'll see. I guess we're just going to put some hoses on it and possibly a master, and we'll see what happens here, I guess. So I'm going to rip these tires off. We took the other side off already.
A lot of times with these older vehicles, these brake lines, they get rusty, and then you got to put even if you get like a flare line wrench, it likes to strip the hex. So I like to just cut right here, just right before it gets to the metal there. And then you can always get like a deep well socket and just get a 6-point on it. That way it doesn't strip that, and then you'll be having a bad day.
Make sure you drip lots of oil all over the floor too.
I had a container. I just had a container. That fast orange container.
Oh. Yeah, there you go. If only there was a container within arm's reach. That's the brake fluid.
So this one looks like a...
We're just looking at these brakes. They're definitely like a different style of caliper on these things. So I only got hoses, so I'm hoping that's all it needs. This is the first time I've had the tires off of it here. So
all right, so it's a 5/8. I'm just gonna take this 5/8 deep socket. It's a 6-point, so I won't strip that. And as you can see, it just fits right on, and it doesn't have any wiggle room, so we can just get a ratchet on it, which I won this from a competition. And then rake it off of the bracket. I'm gonna need like a vice grip or something to hold that bracket from breaking.
all right.
I don't know. Didn't it look like that bracket was flexing a lot? Oh, is there a clip on these? How do these ones work?
I have no idea. Looks like it should go.
Well, there's that clip you got to get off first.
Okay.
So there's that. There's like a C clip on it. This is our new hose, and it's got this little C clip you got to take off. Which I don't know how that comes off, to be honest with you. But it might be easiest if I take off this side first, to be honest, because then because this spins as one piece. So
we're gonna mess around with this a little bit, and then we'll see if we can get all this apart, and hopefully get the other side. And I'm hoping that this is all the problem is.
Okay. So, I didn't feel like stripping that flare nut, that tube nut there where the brake line comes, so I just took a vice grip and held that tube nut with a vice grip. But the way this works is that tube nut, it goes through here and it threads into the end of that hose. And then once this is up in there, once this is in that, there's a little groove in there, which this little clip sits in, and that's what actually holds the line in. So there's that groove on there, and that slides in like that. So I had a chisel. Had to punch somewhere. Have a little chisel here, and I just went around with a hammer, just kind of ticked it off of that with a hammer. So,
all right,
not too bad.
The other side off here. I got the one hose off here, so see, he's in school, so he's learning all these tricks or whatever. So we just slid a regular wrench over top to get this out of the caliper. It actually came out super easy. It's kind of tight to get it on there, but that worked there. So just got to do the same thing on this side and get this apart right at the frame there.
Started by pecking at the side to turn it. You gotta break it loose first.
I was gonna do it, but he's got good hands and a young back and all that stuff yet.
Sometimes these like to get stuck.
The lines actually don't look too bad though. I'll show you the line I pulled off of here though, and this is 95% chance what the problem was. See how plugged that is? It should be like 3 times the size of that. So what happens is the brake fluid goes down there, gets to the caliper, and can't return fast enough. So,
all right, so on this clip here, you can see I kind of got it pointed out a bit, but it sits inside that groove, and I just came in here with a chisel and kind of pecked it out. Perfect. And then now you can see that line should be pretty. It's loose in there now, so that's when I get my vice grip and just clamp around that tube nut.
Cool. So just so you can see what we're talking about, we cut the hose and we put a ratchet on it, and we're just going to put a pair of vice grips there to hold it from turning, so we can get the rest of that line out there, because that tube nut threads right into the brake lines, which actually I didn't realize on these, but
which kind of sucks because these tube nuts always like to strip.
Yeah. So that's where it is anyways.
Just get a vice
This will be a little bit of a fight here, but that's where it goes. There we go. There. Nice.
And then that just threads out. There you go. So you see it. Tube nut threads in, and you can see where that flare sits on there.
Yeah.
And that's how it seals. So
cool. All right.
I'm gonna leave that vice grip on.
I'll grab that for you.
I got it with my fingers.
All right. While he's working on that, I'm gonna blow some air back through the line for the fuel tank again. You guys saw me do that before, and it came out, but I don't know. It's not sucking fuel for some reason. I don't understand why. So it's definitely coming out the other side. That's really weird. You could even see the gas vapors. So sounds like straight air. Why doesn't it sound like bubbling? Am I right?
It acts like it's out of gas, but we just put like 3 gallons more in it. But it sounds like it's almost like blowing straight out, unless like the suction, like the pickup tube or something is like blown apart, or that's really weird. Starting to be annoying though.
It's twisting.
All right, so we got to the point where we're trying to get the bleeders loose. I don't even know if they make these calipers anymore. I don't want to find out, so just hoping that we can get the bleeders loose.
Let me just crank it. Oh, you got to give it some. Just feels like. You want to do the honors?
No. Let me try the other side while this side soaks. Spray it some more while it's actually
We might be changing some bleeder screws once we get them out with an extractor.
So they're right here, which is like really easy to get at, but there.
Yours is easy.
Oh, mine went perfect. I don't know why he didn't do that on his side. All right, we'll go back to the other side. All right, guys, the day we were working on that Matador there, that was already a few months back there. We ended up actually lubing up the brake linkage and all that stuff. The master was okay. We got the brakes bled, drove it just up and down the yard here a little bit, and it seemed to be okay. So that's where it's basically sat ever since. I threw the thing up for sale, basically because I didn't want to hack it up and just drill holes in the trunk to put a fuel cell or something like that, and I just don't really have the space to work on it. So I threw it up for sale and had a guy in New York City interested in buying it, so I told him I'll bring it halfway for him. We worked out a deal, and that's where it's headed to. So we're gonna get this thing loaded up and I guess take it to a halfway point, a friend of his that he can pick it up from.
I thought you were gonna make it in one time.
Like that, it's almost gonna make it. Almost gonna make it. One more.
Yeah, you can't do that. It's hitting.
What's it hitting?
Go this way. You have to go. You're like way more on this side. You gotta go this way more. You have to move the whole car over there. Better. Still getting that.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Cruising with Kevin. Today I'm going to be delivering this AMC Matador to its new owner here. We did some work to it on the brakes and stuff before we got it all loaded up here, and yeah, so I'll give you a little bit of story of what's happening here. All right, guys, you saw me working on this thing quite a bit over the last, I think I probably had it a good 6 months anyway, so really super cool car. Actually really like this car. I'm already almost regretting getting rid of it, but I wanted it to go to a good owner, so we did some work on the brakes and things like that. Got the brakes to kind of work properly on it. They're still a little sticky. I think it's just the linkage a little bit there. It needs to be lubed, because when I first did it, it wasn't sticking, and now it is a little bit again when I loaded it. But it fired right up this morning there, drove it on the trailer, had to add gas to the carb to do that. But yeah, I mean, overall, we got this thing back in a pretty good state considering where it started. The roof was pretty much completely junk on it. The interior was completely out of it. It wasn't running, all that kind of stuff. So we did quite a bit to it. The guy, I posted it for sale, and the guy that's actually buying it is from Rochester, New York, as a matter of fact. And his family used to own AMC dealerships, so he's really into these things. This Triple Black car was his very first car, and so he thought instead of doing another one, this would be a good one for him to have and drive. So glad it's going to a good home. He wanted to be indoors before wintertime, so did I. That's another reason I'm getting rid of it. Unless it's like a real beater car, I don't want these cars sitting outside like this. Every car I've ever had that I liked stayed inside, like my Camaro. Other than when I briefly sold it there, it's been inside for the bulk of the last 20 some years. So I would rather have these cars be undercover and not getting all rusted up and destroyed. So even here, we don't really get much snow and salt and things like that or whatever, but just sitting outside with the the elements and humidity or whatever, it will still start to wear on things eventually. But I did try this. It's gonna be the first trip with my new trailer here. I'll talk about that in another video, but yeah, so gonna get on the road. I'm actually delivering it. So the compromise became to he asked me if I would deliver to a friend of his place in Indiana, so I'm gonna take it basically halfway for him. I just offered him fuel costs basically to deliver it over there, and I got some other stuff to look at while I'm in the area, so figured what the heck, take a little road trip and help the guy out here. So that's what we're doing today. I'm gonna get on the road and we'll see if we can make it there no problems. I've been having lots of trailer problems before this, so should be good to go now they got a new trailer. All right guys, I'm at just about at the guy's place here, but I thought I'd give it just a little extra love before I actually took it and dropped it off here for its pickup point here. So I'm gonna give this thing just a quick detail. I just got some detailer from Walmart here. I'm gonna give this thing a quick once over. It's just been sitting outside and getting dirty, and it's really hard to find a car wash to fit in with my truck and camper on it there. So I'm just gonna give this thing a quick detail and then we'll be on the road.
There's a town on a river, nowhere South Dakota, where everybody knows my name. But here in the cities, the Broadway lights are burning, just another dream of chasing fame.
All right guys, there you have it. Just give it a quick wipe down and it made it look a world of difference there. It really is a pretty nice car actually. It's not perfect by any means, but it's a pretty nice car. But you guys can start to see now like why I'm getting rid of it, because I just don't have any place to keep it that'll keep it nice, and I just don't want it to go to waste. So really glad this guy's getting it here. So gonna get back on the road and get this thing unloaded. All right guys, I was just getting close and I thought I better check and make sure I got the title and all the paperwork here. And I started looking at it, and this thing's had a new engine, which the guy I bought it from said that he thought that was the case. So it's actually had a full new long block. This was in 1989, $1,309, which was quite a bit of money back then. You can see they went through everything. Full transmission fluid, yada yada yada, carburetor. Looks like they put a brand new carburetor on it then. Then I started digging through some more of this paperwork. So this was all with the manual, and I didn't realize it was there. It shows you at 65 cents a gallon it would cost $696 a year. But then I found the original build sheet, basically the window sticker for this thing, which is crazy. So Bellevue, Washington, vinyl roof, 362 barrel, air conditioning, tilt steering, forged aluminum wheels, 8-track, warning buzzer, all that stuff. 287 rear axle, which I thought was kind of funny. I guess that was pretty common back then though. Yeah, roll down rear windows, yada yada yada, and the total $6,588 there. So that was I think it was in, I did find some other stuff here too. Looked like in Washington, 1999, I guess. They did a whole bunch of other stuff too, so bunch of maintenance there. Pretty cool. I thought that was cool to find the original build sheet like this anyways, so I'm gonna head over and drop it off. I probably won't be able to film this because I'm by myself today. All right guys, I am back from delivering the Matador, and kind of see behind me here I had to get another oh man, about 35 more tons hauled in of gravel. I didn't realize until I was working on this pad how much area, or how much shade this area gets. It's got very, very little sun over here because there's so many trees around, which is probably going to be good in the big picture there. But anyways, it was really sloped and I just didn't have enough material to get it level, and I thought, just gonna cause myself problems here if I don't do it right. So I ended up getting about another 35, something like that. Like actually more than that, I guess about 45, sorry. 45 more tons of gravel here. So it's like 57 stone. It's actually some really nice stuff this time. It was perfect to top it off with there. But yeah, that's gonna do it. So I sold the car. I never really got to finish totally with that thing, but I'm glad it went to a good owner. I think he'll be happy with it. Found all that cool stuff at the end there. So, but that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Appreciate you guys like always. Help me share the channel, grow the channel. I'm Kevin on Cruising with Kevin, sorry, on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook, and I will catch you guys on the next one.